A Yeti is a large, hairy creature resembling a human or a bear. What does that have to do with trademarks? Well, I'm Mike Steger. I'm a trademark and copyright attorney. I'm going to tell you right now. So there's a professional hockey team in Salt Lake City that is currently has the distinctive name of Utah Hockey Club, and it moved there from Phoenix for this season. The team's looking for a name that'll be a little catchier than Utah Hockey Club. They filed the trademark application for Utah Yetis, and that trademark application was recently refused by the trademark office on the grounds that Utah Yetis is confusingly similar to a bunch of trademarks for either Yeti or Yetis for clothing that are owned by the company that makes Yeti coolers, thermoses, this Yeti, props, always good for these videos. But the refusal there is just for clothing. Now, the trademark application for the hockey club covered clothing, also covered being a professional hockey team. But if you're running a large professional sports franchise, a good chunk of your business is selling clothing and other merchandise. So you're going to want to have trademark protection for that. Now, you may wonder, what is the difference between Yeti and Utah Yetis? Aren't those distinctive? They're not the same. They're not exactly the same. Well, the issue is adding Utah to the front of Yetis is just a geographic indicator, and it's a bit descriptive. And the test, when you're evaluating two trademarks to see if they are confusingly similar, is what is the commercial impression that the likely consumer is going to have when they're looking at these marks. And this question comes up frequently from clients, potential clients who call me. So there's another trademark out there. If we just make this change, will it be different enough and get through? And often the answer is no, because whatever change you're trying to make, you're trying to add a word, make it plural instead of singular. To the average consumer, the likely consumer, there's not going to be a difference there. So between Yetis and Utah Yetis, there's not going to be a lot of difference. If you said New York Yetis on top of that, it's not going to be a lot of difference. If you went from Philadelphia Eagle to Philadelphia Eagles, that's no difference there. You know, it went from singular to plural, but there's no real commercial difference. So a lot of times making a small tweak to an existing trademark is not going to make your mark distinctive enough that you're going to be able to get a federal registration. You really need to change the entire commercial impression. It's got to seem much different to your likely audience. With this Utah Yetis application, there are a lot of other interesting little trademark technicalities. Maybe I'll discuss in another video. But if you have any questions about your trademark, whether it's going to be distinctive, whether it's going to be confusingly similar to somebody else's trademark, give me a call. Mike Steger, trademark and copyright attorney.